Hello everyone, today I'm actually going to be doing something that I've never done before on this channel, and that's rank my own songs specifically from my project Amalgamate. It's been a while since I've revisited this project, so it's going to be interesting to see how I rank the songs from most favorite to least favorite after, 2 or so years have passed. Let's get started with the first track, which is Paved Road featuring Ignotus on the beat with Lil Olibol and the Veracious Ones as rap features. Man, I fuck with this song a lot. It's one of my favorite songs to start a set with. Ignotus absolutely killed it with the production, and both of the featured artists absolutely killed it with their verses too. And yeah, I still love this song even after all this time. I'm gonna put it in third position for the time being, but we'll see how that holds up as I go through the songs. Track 2 is Let Me Leave You featuring Pressure K, Chrissy May Valentine, and Katana. Probably one of the most unique songs on the project, but I really like how it still fit with the whole project altogether. The features, I think, absolutely killed it. However, I think my own verses and delivery could have been better. So because of that, I'm gonna put this song into 8th position, just because I think, looking back into it, my verses and delivery could have been a lot better for this song. Track 3 is Voodoo featuring Misanthropist and Michael Finn, and honestly, the original vision I have for this song was completely different. I think in the end, I don't really like how the verses ended up so messy. It didn't really seem to tie up the whole song. I like the hook on the song, but yeah, I think all the verses could have been better to tie everything up. Unfortunately, that does mean that I'm going to put this down right at the bottom in 9th position for the time being. Bank Heist is track 4, and that's with Riv Musix. Honestly, that is one of the funnest songs to perform live. I love performing that live with Riv. It actually goes off. The crowd loves it. I think just looking back onto it now, the second half of the song could have been a lot better. I think we both killed it in the first half of the song, but we both got a little bit lazy with the second half. The hook though is so good that I think it carries it. I love this song so much, I think I'm gonna put it in that 2nd position. Fuck You had a bunch of features. It had Sockgore, Digital Lords, Self-Blinded, and Misanthropist, if I'm correct. Yes, my script says I am. And man, Digital Lords honestly dropped one of the dopest fucking verses on that whole project. That whole song came together really nicely at the end. I don't quite like it as much as Bank Heist though, so I'm gonna just slot it in to 3rd position for now. Prayer for the Living is the 6th track on the album, and that features Prod by CC, Terrence Stevens, and Thunderchild. That was one of the hardest songs I've ever had to make. I've already made a separate video about that. You can click on the card above to learn more about that. But yeah, although I like a lot of things about this song, I didn't really end up liking the end product. I don't really know why. Not quite as much as I disliked Voodoo and that, but yeah, I'm gonna put this down at the bottom too in 7th position. Child's Play featured a bunch of dope rappers, from Joey to Digital Lords to Sky Talk Barkley, and Personal Space with Yozek on the beat. Solid fucking track all around, and honestly the final outcome was just mwah. However, with that said, I actually find that this song has no replayability. Like, I've barely listened to this song since it's come out, and it is one of the less well performing songs of the project, and I think it makes sense. For whatever reason, the song lacked replayability, so I think because of that, this song is actually going to go right at the bottom of my list, with everything else just getting bumped up a tiny bit. Track 8 is Nothing Excites Me featuring Jack Craven and Marquez Beats. Jack Craven delivered an absolutely beautiful verse on this, and Marquez Beats created a wonderful piece of production that was so easy to create over, and I still love listening to that song and performing it to this day. And I'm sorry, Bank Heist, but I think Nothing Excites Me is going to take that 2nd position. And of course, that just leaves one last track, and that is Magic Castle featuring No Future, Shadey, and Barology. And with only one spot remaining on the list, I think it's clear that Magic Castle is actually my favorite song from this project. It's one of the catchiest hooks I've ever written. I love performing it live, and Shadey absolutely fucking renegaded me on my own shit. That was an incredible verse that Shadey wrote. I love even performing his verse live. The crowd loves it. It's just an incredible song all around, man. And No Future's beat, aka Kai, incredible. The beat is catchy, the hook is catchy, the verses are dope. It's an easy favorite for me. Looking at this complete list, I'm really surprised with how some of these songs stacked up. I really wasn't expecting Voodoo and Child's Play to be right down at the bottom of the list. I know 2.5 years ago, when I released this album, I definitely felt different about every song that I just talked about. So it was really interesting to take this moment and be introspective and, you know, talk about and look back at something I haven't really thought about in a long time. And hopefully you enjoyed me rambling and bambling about Amalgamate. I would love to know what your favorite and least favorite songs are from the project too, especially if you're a featured artist. Let me know if you like the song you were featured on, or now that some time has gone by, you don't like it. I want to hear it all. That's all from me this time. Please consider watching the video on screen right now and subscribing. Peace out.